has been moved to Sunday. First things first, obviously the depth chart came out, which Trey Dean is not on it, and neither is Diwun Black. Diwun Black is not anywhere to be found. Senior, nowhere to be found. Muddy in the chat here says he saw Diwun Black, don't mistake me if I'm wrong here, but basically kind of sitting off to himself, as was Trey Dean or Diwun, one of the two, and one had a bad attitude, etc. He's off the depth chart completely and has no reason being. Trey Dean apparently has a lower body injury, which seemed to me came out of nowhere. It seems like it's just like, yeah, we're going to say that to save the ego, but homeboy's out. So Kamari Wilson's getting a start. So everyone's yelling and hooting and hollering, wanting to see him. You got your wish. He's coming. He will be there with Donovan McMillan. So that's going to be great to see. Look, I don't mind this. I don't mind the young guys getting a start during this game. This is why I'm excited for this game, to really see how we do, how we come out prepared. Hopefully we'll see Kitna a little bit. Jack Miller is still out, so we won't see him. Venture Miller is playing. He is the number one guy. To me, I feel like he should be sitting. But obviously with so many freshmen starting, Justin Boone's getting the start. Desmond Watson's getting the start. So I felt like maybe hey, we need a little bit of senior guidance out there early on just to make sure we can get this thing figured out. If obviously they start to do well and they can pull away, then we'll be okay. I think AR plays probably more almost all of the game if I'm not mistaken. If we're up by a ton going into the third or maybe halfway through the third, then we'll see those other guys. But to be fair, Anthony needs it just as much as the rest of them right now. So I don't see him not starting. Hopefully we can see Lorenzo. That's the biggest thing that I want to see. But yeah, this Miller, which Miller? Jack Miller's out still, and Ventrell is playing currently. So,
man, this is a perfect game. That if Jack Miller was healthy, that you'd love to be able to get him in there, maybe in the start of the second half. This is an ideal game, and it's probably the game that Billy had circled to see the young talent. Kind of to your point, but look, Richardson does need the reps. I'm not going to say that he doesn't. But the reps against an under-talented team and a team that you're expected to blow out are going to look like the old-school Richardson, where every time he touched the ball, he was just, he was Superman on the field. I don't know if that gives him a realistic understanding of, the talent that he's going to deal with in, the games that are after Missouri, where it's LSU, Georgia, Texas A&M. So reps are reps, man. And when you get the younger guys in there, that's always great. Having Jack would be an ideal scenario to get him some snaps, but even having Kitna back there and hopefully being able to get him in there by the middle of the third quarter. And like you said, I'd love to be able to see Lorenzo get 10, 12 carries, maybe some work on special teams. Just let's see what he can do with the ball. It looks like the four-headed running back monster has been more of a three-headed monster, and I'd just like to see what Lorenzo can do. We all know that he balled out at the gym. Couldn't keep up with you, Shelton. But
thank you for reminding them, Steve. Yeah, I think. I mean, look, I think ETN needs the reps too, and so does Montreal. That's what sucks is the guys that are starters are still young, and they need all the reps they can get. I mean, regardless of what the game is. Those in-game reps are very important, but I'm hoping, again, I think we should see them. No doubt we don't see them by the fourth quarter.